Hello, Collective, and welcome back. I have a special channeled message for the Collective. I pulled some Oracle cards, and these are the cards that came out. From the Wise Witch Oracle, I got the card Protection. Okay. Create a safe space. Within the circle, you are protected and empowered. Okay. From the Voice of the Souls Oracle, you got card number 22. Repression. Okay. And from the Yin Yang Oracle, contracts, career, commitments, Saturn energy here. Okay. Excuse me. Got a little strange tickling in my throat suddenly. Okay. Somebody might be feeling like they can't speak about something right now. A repression, like your voice is being repressed or something. Your opinion, something like that. Okay. Okay. You may be feeling very constrained, is another word I'm hearing. Very limited right now. Very suffocated. It's kind of a feeling I'm getting. Someone might make you feel small and unheard and unseen. Okay. And that you need to provide some kind of protection for yourself, okay? Because you've been repressing something about something that makes you stand out, that makes you separate, different. I'm gonna get some cards and see what the Spirit has for us, okay? Holy Spirit, thank you for this message. Please allow me to receive it clearly. Archangel Michael, please protect the space, my spirit, my mind, and the minds of the collective. Serapis Bay, keep it light and bright, you know what I like. Saint Germain, please transmute any negative energy to positive energy and light. Thank you. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Okay, so first out we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, somebody doesn't want to fight. Somebody doesn't want any conflict, is what I'm hearing. But this could be you, somebody in your energy. You also have the Five of Cups here. The sense of lack, being out in the cold here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody doesn't want to cause any friction with you for fear of being left out in the cold because they have a lot of their fortune is invested in you. Something, it depends on you. What I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah, they're not saying what they really mean, or there are things being unsaid. In this contract, this is a work type of thing. People need you there for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. You got the Fool in reverse came out. They don't want you to move on. They want you stuck in there. Yeah. Feels like something. Two of Swords. Something that you don't see, that you don't know about. For a reason, they want you to feel stuck in there and be trapped, or you feel like you are fearful, or they're fearful of you moving on because they need you there in this commitment, this contract, this career. They're trying to hold something from you. This feels, this feels very much like some kind of scheme or something. Somebody trying to keep something from you. Something to do with fortune or inheritance, maybe. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. Something you worked hard for. Something somebody's trying to take credit for your work or your idea or something like that. Something that somebody didn't earn. Jeez. Yeah, somebody's trying to keep something from you. Somebody's trying to basically steal from you. Take credit for something you've worked for that belongs to you. They've watched you work for it. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they don't have any creative energy. They're boasting and taking credit for something that you created or an idea you've had. They're keeping it from you. And they don't want you to leave the group or this organization because you're like the golden goose. Get the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reverse here. Very, very reckless, very immature, very childish, very dishonorable kind of energy here I'm getting. Give me more, Spirit. This feels like a work environment type of thing. Yeah, you got the Queen of Wands here. You got the Justice card. You got the Nine of Cups. You got Judgment. And you got the Page of Pentacles here. Yeah. You Yeah, these people, there's some kind of, this feels like a work or some kind of project or idea. Somebody may be trying to like pawn it off as their own idea or something like that. This might be like an online type of thing, like if you do content creation or maybe you're like a writer or you have like a story idea or something like that. Somebody trying to like pawn it off as their own, as this great idea and trying to shop it around to something like that. And it's making its way up to more powerful people. But you have Justice here, the Nine of Cups, Judgment, Page of Pentacles. This is something that you've dreamed about. It's so connected to who you are though. Like there's no way it can be like anybody else's idea but yours. Is kind of what I'm getting here, and that's going to show You got the Justice card here, and you don't need these people. Like, you can carry this idea on your own. Like, they don't even know the depth of it, is kind of what I'm getting. This idea that you have, or this story. It feels like a story. Maybe something you could like see becoming like a series, like a Netflix series or something like that, or a young adult book series or something. But they only have like the bones of it. Like, you may have talked about this idea or kind of pitched it, and them have played it off like, oh, it's not a good idea or not. But somebody's trying to like steal your idea and try to pitch it as their own. Maybe even rebrand it as kind of something different so it doesn't look like the same story, but it's clearly the same story. But it's nowhere near as in depth. Okay. And this is okay. So with this repression, it's like, I feel like you are the repression, you're using that to protect yourself, your idea, you're repressing all the details. Okay. And until you get a contract or something like that. Okay. Because that's the only way you're going to protect yourself, because somebody feels like it's trying to take credit for something that you created. Yeah, they're lying. Yeah, they're lying. Man. Yeah, there's a lot of lies and a lot of, but you're leaving this situation, or this whatever this is, this group or whoever you share this idea with. Yeah, you've ended whatever kind of connection you've had with them. It stressed them out really bad. This Four of Swords in reverse, Ten of Wands, they put in a lot of effort, and it's like there's nothing coming of it. King of Swords in reverse too. There's a lot of lies. Somebody's manipulative. This may have gotten to several people that either knew that it wasn't this person's idea and still tried to give it a green light or try to get them contracted, is what I'm saying. Okay. Got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah. Five of Swords came out. Yeah. You're going to confront whoever is trying to take credit. Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, that's yours. Yeah. Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands came out here. Seven of Cups. Huh. This feels like some kind of fight over this idea, the value that you bring to, if it's like a company or like a writer or something like that, and somebody's trying to take your creative ideas, there's going to be some kind of test. I feel like some kind of test put to see who can come up with another great idea, not the original one that they tried to steal, but a different one. And that's where you'll be able to prove yourself, because you're going to have an even better idea. Maybe something you already had too, but it's going to prove that, that there's no confusing who is who here, okay? There's no illusions here. We know who the fakes and phonies are in the group and who's the real deal through this test, okay? Because it's got to the point where they have lied so much. And yeah, This came out in reverse, 3 of coins. You don't want to work with these people anyway. You don't want to work with them. You don't need to work with them because you have all the, yep, tower. Tower came out. That's going to bring it all down because you're going to stand up for yourself and show them. People should know, man, like, you can't lie about something like this, about an idea. It's not even like you were purposely kept details, or maybe you just hadn't gone through the whole creative process yet, but you had the kind of the bones of the story, but you kept some things close to the chest because you don't tell everything, of course. You want to have some surprises because you're not no dummy. These people really thought you were dumb. Yeah, greedy. They were greedy. Yep. But you manifest King of Pentacles, yes. And you know what? I feel like you expected something like this to happen because you do know these people are greedy people that you work with. You've seen them, how they operate. You see how they operate. You have the Magician came out. You have that manifestation energy, okay? And you are paid attention to the details. You have been watching these people and how they work. You know their work ethic, okay? So this 3 of Swords in reverse tells me that you really expected them to betray you anyway. You expected something similar, something like this to happen. You were already prepared. Because these people are greedy. And you will see their tower moment. You will see it. And it's what they had. Ace of Pentacles came out. Yeah, because you're going to have a new opportunity because of how they try to get over on you. Because you had the High Priestess. You had the High Priestess energy came out. King of Cups. Yeah. They were not being fair. They were trying to get over. But you were the one that all the ideas were flowing from, okay? You had the High Priestess. You had the King of Cups. Ace of Pentacles here. That's beautiful. This is beautiful. You knew that your hard work was going to pay off and that you were going to get an opportunity because you were patient. You had a lot of grace. And you followed your intuition because nobody can replicate something so close to your heart, something that this might have been a story that's really based on something that you lived through, okay? That's also what I'm getting. So nobody was going to be able to, like, fake that. Let's get another deck. Oh, great. Yeah. King of Pentacles again. 10 of Wands. Yeah. You are abundant. You were you had a lot of discipline. You took your time and you did what you needed to do. You worked a lot. You might have felt like, you weren't getting any benefits from all the hard work because people were taking credit for your work. That's what I'm getting. But you were really who was making the whole thing run. Okay, they try to keep you hidden. The Moon here. But you knew you would have your moment to prove yourself, and I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah, you had the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you had the Hermit in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Like you played it coy, is what I'm hearing. And you know what, you didn't say a lot. Repressed your true power until the moment was time. Yep, Wheel of Fortune. You probably gagged them really bad because you are hiding your true power is what I'm getting. Yeah, and these people, this Hierophant reverse came out. Yeah, this is Yeah, this was a lot of scammy kind of like con artist person. This might have been like a person definitely taking credit for something that's not theirs. A hypocrite. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this person was, or maybe this is even just a culture. Yeah. There's a lot of arrogance with this group, or, and you were the one that was holding all of it together, and now they're out in the cold now. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, they were not. I feel like this was like a work environment or like people that were underestimating you. They didn't know. They took your kindness for weakness, it feels like, but they also kept you hidden away from the people that made the bigger decisions because they wanted to take credit for your work. You had the sun, you had the moon, the sun in reverse here with the Hierophant in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune was right before him. Yeah, because you turned it all around on their asses. And now they looking crazy. They looking real crazy right now. They're looking really crazy right now. You played them, is what I'm getting. So if this message is resonating for you and you are in an environment that, maybe you work and you have to produce, creatively or come up with pitches or something like that, it feels like something creative, but could be just like, I don't know, copyright or something like that. But you're working like with people that you may have to submit work to, and then they submit it to their bosses. Like they might be trying to take credit for your stuff, is what I'm getting. But you'll get the opportunity to prove that you're the one that all these good ideas and all this fortune has been coming from because it feels like they've been making money but not giving you credit. Maybe you've been making money too, but not as much as you could have been making because they are greedy. These people are greedy. Okay. But there will come a time when you have to stand up for yourself and you're going to stop repressing your true power and your true worth because you'll have be in front of the people that can, change this whole thing around. Is what I'm hearing, okay? You protected yourself from these people until you got to a place where you could strike them and show who's who and break this illusion. That Seven of Cups that came out. Hmm. Yep, 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 yep. So if this message resonated for you, please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me at Alchemical Arcana Tarot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I will catch you in the next video. Thank you.